Hey, what's going on, guys? Benji here. It's time to get fancy again. You guys, can you believe this? Can you believe the amount of fancy times we've got going on here on this channel? Okay, so Aaron, Fancy by Fourzze, Fonts by Fourzze likes to tease me. That's what he does. He does it all the time. It's one of his sick games that he likes to play. He'll message me and be like, "You ready to get fancy?" And then I'm like, straight up rise out of where I'm going. I'm like, what fancy are we talking about here? So Aaron will always hit me up and get me going with some of these fonts. And today he hit me with Pong Krell, Traitorous General is what it's called. Pong Krell is a great story arc in the Clone Wars animated series. About 4 episodes. And he has a very distinctive lightsaber. Lightsabers, he's got 2 double-bladed sabers, which is just crazy as is, and they're huge, so they have this crazy sound to them, very distinctive, very, very threatening, like deep, bassy sounds. So I've had I have a Pong Krell fonts from previous years, and they're all great. And everyone puts their own spin on them, and I was very, very looking forward to what Aaron would do. The one thing he nails in this that I was very much looking for was Pong Krell's distinctive spin swing sounds. It's very growly. You'll hear it. That's a terrible impersonation of what I just tried to do. So I will be sampling it today on my CFX. Y'all have seen this, or CFX. Well, it is on a CFX. But y'all have seen this quite a bit. This is one of my favorite sabers. This is my scrap tech that is extremely custom by me. But the font you can purchase, you'll get CFX, Profi, Verso, and I believe Golden Harvest, which should be updatable anywhere, should be able to switch fonts over to Golden Harvest anyways. You just rename them just like any other soundboard for the most part. And yeah, man, this thing is sweet. It gives me like the goosebumps, chills. I'm ready. All right, let's get into it. I'm ready. So, this has a lot of extras in an extras folder, and what I like to do usually is I make two sound banks folders, and I'll do the normal version on one, and then I'll do the next. I'll do the exact same font, but I'll sprinkle in all the Easter eggs that are the extras that are in the folder, which will give you a lot of quotes, a lot of preons and stuff like that. And we have quite a few preons in that format. So I'm going to go ahead and get right to it. So, because we got basically 2 things to play with here. All right.
Sound bank selection.
It's treason then.
Try to get that sky blue there. We'll match the blade color here in a second. Hold on. I skipped the boot up. Sorry, that was the font wave. Font wave is It's Treason Then, which is just great. Great little call to foreshadowing for what, Sidious. But I got quick ignite set, and sometimes you hold down the ignition to select the font, it will go straight to the power on. So let's hear a boot up sound.
I will not be undermined by creatures bred in some laboratory.
Ah, so good. Got that nice again, that little underlining sound in the background is very, 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 very distinctive. Here we go. Here's what I'm talking about. Here's what we came for. Smooth swing. It's the accent swings, baby. It's the accent swings and the spins. Some blasters. Oh my god, I forgot. He added in some of the swing growls in the blasters. Oh, And power down. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and put the blade in here, and we will demo the blade on the next font that has the extras on it. Yeah, I was so stoked when he was like, hey man, look over the font, let me know what you think, like let's talk about it, call me up before you get wild on it. And I was like, absolutely dude. So I got to talk to him a little bit, and I was like, hey man, like can we get a little bit more of the of like that growl aspect from the scene? And they're in the spins, which are cool, but mine wasn't really registering at first, and then he fixed that, and it was perfect. And then I was like, I want that when it's swinging it. And he added it into blasters, into random clashes. He bumped it up with it. Mixed it. He told me all the process of how he got that, because it's a very bassy swing, and it would just sound horrible for the speakers. So he had to go in and really break it down to where he could get it and keep it without it peaking and spiking and sounding terrible. So he put a ton of work into making these swings, and they're probably some of my favorite swings, smooth swings, accent swings I've come across yet. It's just it gives me chills. It brings me to that scene, and it's so freaking mean. All right, here we go.
Sound bank selection.
It's treason then. It's treason then.
So it's the exact same font.
I can sense your fear.
That's the Prion I'm talking about. Oh. Hold on. Force wave. It's the clone troopers trying to get him. Spectrum. No, not Spectrum. Blue and green, man. That's all I want is blue and green. Let's get that Spectrum, or that Force Clash. On screen. Lockup. Get some random clashes. So good. All right, I'm going to give you guys some Prions because we do get a few. I believe we have... How many Prions we got here? How many Prions? Maybe 3 or 4. You can have up to 4 Prions, which we have up to 5 Prions. No kidding.
You're shaking.
You're shaking. Let's try this one. So mean.
A new power is rising.
A new power is rising. All the troopers fighting him.
Hostile sight!
I can sense your fear.
Okay. So So there you go, guys. Well, let's hold on. Let me give you the blue.
Sound bank selection.
It's treason then. I will not be undermined by creatures bred in some laboratory.
Man, I had a lot of fun with that. I had a lot of fun swinging that one around. Oh my gosh. So, I hate to say it, but quarantine times have been good on you, Aaron. You've been inspired and pumping out some great stuff. These things take time, you guys. This is something that a lot of people, if you do anything in the saber hobby where you make your own something, lots of time and effort and love goes into it, and it shows. So that is seriously a sound font that I've always wanted the swings to just give me that feel of just, oh, it sounds mean, man, and it nailed it. That little back end roar. That sure. All right, guys. Man, talk about a fancy time. That was a lot of fun. Okay, hope you guys enjoyed that. Go out and purchase it. I'll leave a link in the description. As always, if you want to have just a gnarly sounding swing, go for it, man. Worth it. Totally worth it. I had a lot of fun. I hope y'all did too. I hope everybody is staying safe and sane during these crazy times we're in right now. If you like this font, I can go ahead and say right now that everything Aaron has done in the past however long Smooth Swing has been out, and before that, I know a lot of people are only wanting Smooth Swing, myself included, but there are tons of good fonts. Aaron always pumps out good quality fonts. He puts a lot of hard work into them, lots of heart, and you can tell. So, yeah, go out there. You guys support font makers. I've said it a million times. I'll keep saying it. Without them, we only have stock fonts, you guys. They get inspired, they pump out something new. That's something new for us to play with. That is what brings these sabers to life. It's what keeps it fun. It's what keeps it customizable. So go out there. It's the least thing you can do is buy one of their fonts, man. It's how they make their money off of it. It's how it keeps them in the hobby. It keeps us having fun in the hobby. It's a win-win, man. It's a win-win all around. All right, guys. So that'll do it for me. Thanks for sticking around and getting fancy with me. Maybe if quarantine continues, I'll have to pump out I'll have to find another way to do a fancy week. But until then, appreciate y'all for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.